Oh, what's up, y'all? Don't I sound like E40? Oh. It's your girl, welcome. Oh, it's your girl, welcome. Oh, it's your girl, welcome to China, and welcome to my channel. And y'all, we about to recap the Basketball Wives All-Star, whatever they call it, because all the girls are here. The hussies are here in this season, let me tell you. So we about to recap this episode of us thinking that we're going to still have this colorism conversation, but we still gotta wait. So let's get into it. But if you're like, China, your skin is glowing. Oh, baby, let me tell you. Dawny's Boutique, let me show you this. Shout out to Dawny's Boutique. Is this going to focus for your girl? Dawny's Boutique, they got this amazing facial oil, y'all. Let me tell you. This, oh my goodness, it smells so good. Black-owned company, so make sure you support them. I'm gonna put the link down there. I just want to give them a shout out. Let's get into it. So, Jen gets a phone call from KRISTEN early in the morning. And the girls are sitting there talking, you know, we're setting the stage, everyone's in separate houses. And Jen goes on to tell KRISTEN, you know, I think that it was nice that you came through, girl, but, you know, this was crazy. And Jen says that she doesn't think the group is colorist. So that's where we get Jen's opinion, because if we were thinking about last episode, Jen was already like, you know, she was like coming to like OG's defense, and I was like, okay, does Jen feel this way? But you know, Jen was one of the girls, and she became not one of the girls when her and Evelyn kind of fell out. But I think Jen is a goddess. I think Jen is so beautiful. She be snatched to the nines. She's gorgeous. She's a 10. So, you know, of course, in the pretty girl pod at the house, they gonna still like Jen. They just fell out. But I was like, okay, interesting. So KRISTEN, of course, holds on to that. And she goes ahead and she goes and starts to talk to the other girls at the house. So everyone's, you know, I'm setting the stage. Everyone's having breakfast at Jackie's house. And then at Evelyn's house, everyone's having breakfast as well. So as the girls are about to get ready to do yoga with Evelyn's daughter, Shani, KRISTEN comes over and she's like, yeah. Jen's saying that she doesn't think that the group is, you know, has an issue with colorism, but, you know, Jen's not gonna come around here to the house because of Shani. So then Shani's like standing there, you know, I don't like Shani this season, I'm letting you know. Shani's been serving me attitude. Shani's been serving me like, I don't know. It's something about Shani's spirit that I think off. She's just very serving me gangrene negative. I just don't like it. So, you know, Jen, you know, confided in KRISTEN kind of and told her, you know, after the reunion when Shani and Jen were going back and forth and, you know, Jen didn't go on that vacation and she just didn't want her to come around, Jen kind of took that as you're not messing with me. So how Shani says, she's like standing in the stairway, she's like, well, that's a vacation. I said that in the heat of the moment a year and a half ago. Well, Shani, did you clear it up? Jen, did you clear it up? They didn't clear it up. So before y'all get to doing all that, like, did you guys clear this up? Or, you know, we're going to be immature about it, but I thought that was just interesting. You know, Jen is Jen, Shani, but Shani just has been agitating me. I just feel like if Shani's going to be the leader in the head basketball wives, you know, the franchise leader, then she needs to act better. Her attitude should be, you know, camaraderie, even if it's fake, whatever. It's a TV show. We know that things are scripted, but come on, I just didn't like that. So anyway, it was just a lot of filler in this episode, I will say. So I'm going to skip over some of the breakfast. The girls go and have yoga, and then Shanice is there, and then interesting. So Jackie's group goes ahead and does like a football workout with OG. And I'm like, I wish that I was at Evelyn's house, you know, with Shanice doing yoga. I don't want to do no, OG, I don't want to do no football workout. I'm sorry, girl. So they were sweating. Jen got on her little fancy outfit, slaying to the nines in a damn football get up. And I'm just like, okay. So they go and have breakfast. And then OG is telling Jackie, you know, basically she thinks that what KRISTEN was saying was fake. She thinks it was phony. She doesn't believe it. So that's that. We already knew this. And then this put a thought in my mind. I'm like, okay, OG, like they're trying. And, you know, last week when I did the recap, people kind of got on me like, you know, OG does have a reason to feel this way. And I was definitely like team OG. But I'm just like, girl, like, all right, what are we here for? I know we're here for a check. I know we got to do this for the episode. But I'm just like, ultimately, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, are we going to get along? Are we going to try to? Like, you're just going to, like, deflect everything. Then what's the point of you being on the show? I know you're here for a check, but really, what's the point? So, next, Eliza and Lamar. So, Eliza is the new, Liza, whatever her name is. She's Lamar Odom's ex-wife. She has LJ Jr., so she has Lamar Jr. So, this is before Chloe, before everything. And in my opinion, I think out of everybody who had an athlete, she had the most popular athlete. I'm just saying. I know he was a sixth man, but Lamar Odom is still Lamar Odom. Like, don't leave the drugs alone, Lamar. But Lamar is still Lamar, baby, so don't do that. So Lamar, we know, is not paying his son's college. She making him pay. Her life is all caught up in New York, so, you know, surrounded by the stress. So all Shani and the girls like, we want to get you drunk. We want to get you drunk. I'm like, these ratchet old ladies, come on, y'all. Come on, we want to get her drunk. So they go and they want to go and get her drunk. Commercial. Now, after the commercial, OG is going to start to prepare dinner for the girls. And, you know, she says that she doesn't want to hear from Kristen until she, you know, basically brings up the colorism issue. So they're going to go ahead and bring in some new girls as well. And the new girls come to dinner, as we know. And I'm not going into all this. I don't care. They're like twins. Very sad story. Father passed away from C. So, you know, it was a lot going on. But I was like, okay, like this, none of these things matter. So the next point that I'm going to get to is when OG starts to share at the dinner. Fast forward with her and the new girls. Jackie, Jennifer, the two new twins are like sitting there and they're all talking and sharing their experiences, and two new girls are new. I don't even remember their names. Does not matter. So they're like sitting there and, you know, they're connecting. They're talking about, you know, they're still brown skinned girls and they've experienced those things. And then OG, you know, just basically kind of seems like she don't really want to hear it. She's like kind of caught in her own thing, which is fine. And then, you know, she shares the story that we've seen as like a precursor for the episode, that her teacher said that she wasn't, you know, she would never amount to anything because she's black. So I think that really opened up a lot of like realizations for myself and the girls. Like, you know, when someone keeps bringing you down and pushing you down, and this is like one of the first things you hear when you're in school, like, you know, she used it as like a strength and to like push forward, but like it's still like, you know, those things are like still so hurtful. And I just thought that was really honestly fucked up. It was really sad. So next thing, we come back from another commercial because they're still stringing this along. We're waiting for Jackie and Malaysia to talk, correct? Yes, we're waiting. Malaysia didn't want to talk to Jackie. Jackie's, you know, wants to talk to her sister. So Evelyn goes ahead and calls and she's like, yo, Jackie, do you think that, you know, you would be open to talking to Malaysia? Because Malaysia said that she'll talk to you. And then Jackie's like, yeah, like, you know, I'll think about it. You know, let me just sit with my spirit. You know, Jackie, Kristen. Auntie is so dramatic. Auntie! I love Jackie Christie. I know she's a drama starter. I know her and whatever. Doug is weird, you know, but I like Jackie. She's funny. She makes me laugh. I think she's like really the Nene of the show, honestly. Quote me if I'm wrong, but she got that kind of vibe for me. It's funny in a very auntie way. So with that being said, you know, they bring the new girls over, long story short, and it's going to be Jackie and the two twins. The other girls are resistant. They don't want to go over. So they introduce themselves. They come and they start, you know, like talking, and they're like, okay, so it's gonna be really awkward. We're gonna like sit here and introduce ourselves, but like Malaysia's not gonna say anything, Jackie's not gonna say anything, and then Malaysia's just like, cut the BS, and then it's another commercial, and I'm just like, oh my god, VH1. If I see one more commercial for Love and Hip Hop Reunion 85, I don't care. If you want me to recap Love and Hip Hop Reunion 85, nobody told me my necklace was backwards. Then let me know. But ultimately, it goes cut and cut. Like the end of the Usher video, like, yeah, and cut. And then that was it. They're not going, she's like, cut the BS, Jackie. We're going to talk about it or we not. Are we going to talk about it or we ain't? So ultimately, she calls Jackie out and they're going to sit and have a conversation. And she's like, I think if you have a sister. And she's like, but do you really? Am I really your sister, Malaysia, Jackie? So the girls have all that drama. And then that was it. This episode, I told y'all, nothing really happened. Let me know what happened that was important to you in this episode in the comments. Because I don't know. Because they're going to drag this on. I'm like, we're really going to keep dragging this on. And I also want to know what house would you like to be in? Because I would never want to be, I like Jackie. I think that would be fun. But I think that house is a little bit dry. I think I would want to be in the other girl's house at this point. Because this house is just, the other house is just so sad, baby. You know, at least we're going to enjoy ourselves, have some yoga. But like, I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want me to recap anything. And hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.